What do you call a magician who's lost his magic? Ian. Today, I'm going to recap a 2009 comedy fantasy film called The Revenant. In Iraq, a team of U.S. soldiers journey through the night by truck. The driver, Bart, is sidetracked by his comrades and accidentally hits a young boy on the road. Stepping out to inspect, he realizes it's a setup. Attackers lie in wait and swiftly shoot Bart in the head. Several days afterward, a memorial service honoring Bart as a hero takes place in America. Present are his entire family, girlfriend Janet, closest buddy Joey, and their friend Mathilda. The burial is left incomplete as the digger runs out of fuel. Post-service, the trio visits a bar to reminisce about Bart. Janet voices concerns that Bart might have enlisted to distance himself from her since he never confessed his love. Joey reassures her, revealing Bart was in the process of selecting rings with his guidance. Distraught, Janet exits hastily, followed by Joey, who consoles her. The evening culminates in them sharing an intimate moment. Concurrently, in the graveyard, Bart regains consciousness in his casket. With the grave still open, he effortlessly emerges and heads to the undertaker's office. Turning on the lights and glimpsing his reflection, he's horrified by his decomposed appearance, eyes turned pale and lips stitched shut. Hastily, he snips the threads and grapples with the reality of his situation. Opting to seek out Joey, he's mistaken for a hoax and gets hit with a baseball bat. Bart convinces Joey of his authenticity and conveys his ailment. Joey's attempt to nourish him with alcohol and pizza backfires, resulting in a messy scene. They deduce Bart needs medical attention and disguise his unusual eyes with shades. During a medical examination, a doctor is hesitant to approach and panics upon seeing Bart's post-mortem stitches. Alarm bells echo and the facility goes into chaos, prompting Joey to hastily extract Bart. Upon their return to Joey's place at dawn, an exhausted Bart collapses. Several hours later, Joey reaches out to Mathilda due to her nursing background, seeking assistance with Bart's peculiar state. Once Mathilda ensures secrecy, she examines Bart, affirming he's not merely dead, but undead. Her assessment likens Bart's condition to vampirism, cautioning Joey of potential dangers once Bart reawakens, especially at night. She suggests traditional eradication methods, a heart impalement or beheading. Skeptical of such mythological concepts, Joey dismisses Mathilda's admonitions. As darkness descends, Mathilda's predictions materialize. Bart stirs to life. Joey prepares Bart's cherished meal, only for him to regurgitate. Recognizing the necessity of seeking alternative solutions, they delve into folklore. Venturing to a hospital, Joey discreetly acquires blood bags. During a heist, an unsuspecting nurse confronts Bart, compelling him to use his concealed weapon to secure her cooperation. In a momentary lapse, a tussle ensues over the blood bags, revealing Bart's unsettling eyes. Startled, the nurse retreats, enabling Bart to escape. Safely in Joey's vehicle, Bart consumes the stolen blood, halting his skin's deterioration. The duo then indulges in nightlife escapades, with Bart relishing this newfound lease on life. Dawn approaches and a weakened Bart is transported by Joey to his dwelling. Upon night's return and Bart's reanimation, they dabble with legendary artifacts. Contrary to myths, neither a crucifix nor sanctified water afflict Bart. Pondering whether Bart embodies zombie or vampire traits, Joey settles on designating him a Revenant. While no remedy exists, save ending Bart's existence, his recurring discomfort necessitates sustenance. They venture out, attempting to entice vagrants bearing woolwork for food placards. Surprisingly, these individuals prefer monetary offerings. Joey contemplates forcibly extracting blood, given their societal insignificance, but Bart vehemently opposes harm. Their journey leads them to a store, post another bout of Bart's nausea. A seemingly benevolent man offers assistance. His guise quickly dissipates, revealing a robber brandishing a firearm. A scuffle ensues, with Bart sustaining a gunshot, only to resiliently rise, unaffected by the bullet's impact. The assailant panics, shooting Bart multiple times, giving Joey the opportunity to subdue him from behind. To avoid impending police, Joey persuades Bart to transport the unconscious robber for nourishment. Bart's initial reluctance succumbs to hunger. After feeding, they dispose of the remains in the sea. Bart retains the assailant's firearm, while Joey reflects on their disposal method. The ensuing day, with Bart dormant, Janet and Mathilda arrive at Joey's residence. Having learned of Bart's grave being empty, the police contacted Janet, prompting Mathilda's revelation. Joey assures them of Bart's well-being due to recent feeding. Mathilda reiterates her stance on terminating Bart, but a distraught Janet dismisses her. She patiently anticipates Bart's nightly revival, leading to an emotional reunion. Subsequently, Joey and Bart embark on a nighttime excursion. Unexpectedly, they encounter a shop under siege by a thief. Undeterred by his newfound abilities, Bart confronts, resulting in simultaneous gunshots. Bart, unharmed, feeds on the fallen thief. The grateful shopkeeper rewards their intervention with complimentary items. Another incident mirrors this. Bart intervenes in an ATM mugging, rescuing the victim and feeding on the perpetrator. Media coverage ensues, dubbing them vigilante gunslingers. Enthralled, Joey yearns for Bart's undead status, which Bart declines, highlighting its drawbacks. Later, Bart confronts a liquor store heist. Joey's interventionist attempt results in a fatal gunshot. Frantic, Bart's attempt to seek medical aid is futile as Joey succumbs. Left with no alternative, Bart feeds on Joey. Soon after, Joey resurrects as a Revenant. The duo recognizes that targeting criminals is advantageous, alleviating their guilt and benefiting society. Nightly patrols ensue, where they intercept crimes, swiftly eliminate culprits, and feed. Their acquired loot, comprising money, arms, and illicit goods, supplements their activities. Concluding their nocturnal justice endeavors, they consistently dispose of their victims in a river. Various news reports highlight the duo's actions, and the grateful individuals they've aided tactfully omit mentioning their unique feeding behavior. One evening, a surveillance camera captures Joey's vehicle, which Mathilda instantly identifies. The next night, she covertly tracks them to a warehouse where several individuals are handling a substantial quantity of happy dust. Swiftly, the duo eliminates the group. Bart's remorse surfaces upon realizing the men were undercover officers. Joey, however, believes their involvement in illicit activities warranted their demise. Overhearing this, Mathilda records the conversation. Threatening to disclose their deeds to the authorities, she urges them to give up. Torn between loyalties, Joey decisively shoots Mathilda. In her final moments, she sends the recording to Janet. Fearing police intervention, Joey instructs Bart to hurriedly pack essentials while he orchestrates an escape plan. Bart's return to their residence is met with an anguished Janet, having heard Mathilda's recording. Describing his dependency on blood, Janet offers her own to prevent future bloodshed. Overwhelmed, Bart loses restraint while feeding, inadvertently ending Janet's life. Shortly, Joey arrives, unveiling an escape vehicle, a white hearse equipped with 2 coffins and bags of confiscated happy dust. Envisioning a hedonistic refuge in Las Vegas, Joey's plans falter upon Bart's confession of Janet's fate. Outraged, Joey berates Bart and urges him to ensure Janet doesn't endure their accursed existence. Joey's taunting revelation of a tryst with Janet sparks a violent confrontation, culminating in a bullet-riddled standoff. With an additional firearm at his disposal, Joey incapacitates Bart, embarking on his Vegas escape solo. Subsequently, Bart, seeking atonement, disposes of Janet's remains in the river, segregating her head from the body. Amid this act, law enforcement apprehends him. Dawn approaches as Bart finds himself incarcerated. Subsequently, Joey finds himself abducted by mobsters who introduce him to Bart's initial victim. This victim, having resurrected as a Revenant, had managed to escape from the river due to the insufficient weights used during disposal. Seeking vengeance, the mugger acquaints Joey with his chainsaw. The next evening, Bart regains consciousness in an autopsy room, having been mistaken for deceased by the police. After startling the forensic pathologist, he flees to his apartment, only to discover a parcel containing Joey's still sentient head. With the aid of a specialized device, Joey communicates his ordeal and implores Bart to end his agony. In an isolated location, after expressing his deep brotherly affection, Bart fulfills Joey's wish using a bulldozer. However, Bart's subsequent attempts to end his own existence prove futile. In a last-ditch effort, he positions himself on subway tracks, but ends up boarding the train instead. Unable to resist his vampiric cravings, he attacks a passenger. His actions are detected at the next station, prompting a frenzied chase as he barrels through guards. The awaiting police force fires relentlessly at both him and the exiting commuters, but Bart remains undeterred, sprinting away until reaching an elevated area to await dawn. As he collapses from exhaustion, a team clad in hazmat suits retrieves him. Regaining consciousness, Bart finds himself encased in a transparent chamber amidst other revenants. A scientist elucidates to military officials their inability to discern the cause, whether genetic, viral, or bacterial, of the phenomenon, hinting at Bart's potential status as the primary carrier. A high-ranking officer, upon learning of Bart's military background, suggests Bart will have an upper hand. Soon after, these undead beings, contained within massive containers, are airdropped into Iran's heartland. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy to hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice, just to be sure. It would be best if you watched the whole movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this.